Hello, hi, long time no see. Not that anyone cares, but I'm back. So today I will be talking about Instant Karma by Marissa Mayer. This is one of my most favorite books of the year. I really enjoy reading it, and it helped get me through this damn year. So, yeah, so I'm gonna talk about it today. Let's do it. So this story is about Prudence Daniels. She suddenly has a power to cast instant karma to people after she hit her head on the table. Not like hit her head with the table. It's like, when I say it like that, it's like she just went to the table and hit her head. Like that. She fall and her head hit something, and then suddenly she has the power. The fall happens right after she sang a song called Instant Karma by John Lennon. And when she got this power, one of the first people that she wanted to cast this damn power at is Quinn Erickson, her lab partner, because to her, in her eyes, he's a lazy son of a good, no, I'm not gonna say that. He's a lazy, irresponsible. She just hates him and hates being his lab partner. But the problem is that she cannot cast the karma on him. He's the only person that she cannot do that to. And she's like, what the fuck? Why? Why is the only person I want to cast this power to? And it's not working. And you guessed it, is a contemporary romance with a little bit of magical realism with the instant karma power. And I give this a 5-star. So let me tell you why I love this book. First, the story started right away. I don't like slow burn type of book, so when I read the first sentence, I'm like, damn, I love it. At the first sentence, you can see the reason why Prudence doesn't like Quinn, because, okay, the first sentence is Quinn Erickson is late again, and not only that he's late, he is late for their final presentation for the year. I think it's sophomore year or junior. I don't remember. But yeah, he's late for their like big grade final presentation for their marine biology. And of course, she pissed because, you know, she has the right to. Because, bro, why? And I can relate to that so much because if I were her, I would be pissed too. So, and not only that, when he walks into the class, he acts like nothing happened. He just walked in, casually high-fived his friends, and, you know, taking his time to walk to his table, pulling out their report for the presentation, and passing out the report himself, like, one by one to each person in the class. Not like, you know, when he could just give the paper to the person at the front and let them pass it on, but he's like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pass it to each person myself. And Prudence just stood there in front of the class and just go like, "Aah!" Inside, of course. She didn't do it out loud. But yeah, and that's the first chapter. You can see their relationship dynamic right away. And I love that. I don't like the slow burn thing. I like get to the point. Yeah, I love that. And another reason why I like this book is the pacing. I love the pacing of this book, especially the pacing of their relationship. How their relationship go from like hate to love. It's not like you don't see it's coming. You can see that they sort of already like each other, even though they hate each other. When you read it, you're just like, come on, get to it. I know you like her, I know you like him, and I also like the character development, especially with Prudence, you know, going from the really fast to judge someone or to just do things for the sake of, shake it off the list or to look good. Just do things to look good on paper. Go from that to actually caring about things that she does. Because from the story, after they are doing the presentation, they really, what's the word? I just want to swear, but I'm trying to find a word that is not like a swear word. They fucked it up, basically. They fucked up the presentation. And when Prudence saw the grade, they have a C. And for her, the straight A student, overachiever, she's like, what the heck? How can I get a C? And the first thing that she did is like blaming Quinn. It's his fault. Even though in the paper it said that it's lack of teamwork, and the teacher is like, it's a C. And not only that, not only they get a C, they have individual grade, and she gets a B minus, and Quinn gets a B plus. And she even more pissed. Not only they get a C, but Quinn gets a better grade than her. So she went to the professor and asked him, like, what the heck? Why? And he's like, well, I know you're gonna be upset, but that is how it is. I'm not gonna change the grade. Unless both of you want to resubmit the project, it cannot only be you who do the assignment. Both of you had to do the project together. They had to work together. And Prudence was like, ugh, but okay, fine. So she asked Quinn to do the assignment with her, and he said no. He has enough working with her, for the whole 2 semester as her lab partner. He's done. Prudence is not going to have a C on her paper, so she's gonna find a way. Okay, I'm just going off the rail. I don't even know. Where am I? Character development. Yeah. So, I'm getting a little lost with my own video. Okay. So yeah, I really like the character development with Prudence and also with Quinn. Okay, the reason why these two hate each other is because they don't communicate. So Prudence doesn't understand Quinn, and Quinn doesn't understand Prudence, like why she's always overreacting. And Prudence is like, why is he always late? Why is he like this? They don't communicate, so they just like have their own opinion about each other without actually talking to each other. But in the book, as they start talking to each other, working together, because Prudence found a way to, work with Quinn because it's marine biology, right? And Quinn is working, his mom is the owner of the non-profit I can't pronounce it. Rescue Center for Marine Animals. And yeah, so she's like, okay, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna make a deal with him. I'm gonna volunteer there and he's gonna help me doing the project. That's how they actually start working together. And that's when their relationship start to develop. I have to be honest, the first 12 chapter, I find the book really boring. But when we get to the rescue center where Prudence and Quinn meet there and they start to make a deal with each other, that's when I'm like, okay, is on. Yes. And girl, let me tell you, in this book, Miss Mayer keeps teasing us. Because after they start working together at the rescue center, right? You can tell they like each other. They just don't want to admit it. As lead, Prudence doesn't want to admit it. Because with Quinn, it's like, you can tell. Quinn is so nice in the book, man. Prudence just being a little bitch. And it's funny because like I said before, I can see myself in her. And I'm like, doesn't mean I'm a little bitch. Probably. Okay, anyway, Miss Mayer, she keep teasing us with their relationship, like, okay, are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? And do it, I mean kissing. So what are you thinking? There are some scenes that they almost kiss, but they don't kiss. either something happened, someone interrupts them, or Prudence or Quinn realize that, oh, they are about to do something, and they freak out and they back away, and I'm like, oh man, just kiss, just kiss, just kiss. And then finally when they kiss, oh my god, like I'm rooting like I'm rooting for this couple, man. I think, you know, sometimes when you read romance book and you just don't understand why others choose to put these two people together, because you just don't feel the chemistry at all. But this two, I can feel it. The next reason I really like this book is the life lesson that we learn, because even though the karmic power that Prudence has is not really a big part of the story as much as I thought it would, it still has an impact on her. It's teaching you a lesson not to judge people too quickly, and also other lesson in the book. If you read it, you should read it. Yeah, I like it. And in the book, they also have a little bit of a mystery going on at the rescue center, and I like that. I didn't expect, I thought it's just gonna be about the romance, but there are a mini, just a tiny bit of mystery subplot going on. I like that Marissa Mayer adds that into the story to make it more interesting. And the last thing that I really like is the ending. I thought it was perfect. I thought, because you know, sometimes you read a book, you really like it, and then you get into the end and you're just so disappointed because the ending just doesn't seem right, or it doesn't do the book justice. But with this book, it's perfect. It makes me smile. Like when I close the book, I just feel satisfied about the book overall. That's why I give it a 5-star. I almost gave it a 4-star, but then the more I think about it, like how the book makes me feel, how it, like with everything, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a 5-star. I really like it. Even though I really like this book, there are a few things, just a few couple things that I'm not a fan of. And the first thing is the hand-holding type of writing style. It just, you know, sometimes you just want to guess. But because of the writing, sometimes it just makes the plot so obvious. Just kind of take the fun out of the mystery part of the book. Because when we get to that part, when, you know, there's something going on at the rescue center, you know, like I know right away who did it. And it's a little bit frustrated because after that happened, I have to read about Prudence, you know, when she's thinking, she's like, oh, who did it, I don't know who did it, why, what, this doesn't make sense. And then I just thought to myself, it's them, they did it, it's so obvious, can't you see it, it's so obvious. It's because of the how she write it, you just know, I trust you. Like, I am pretty sure that when you read it, you would know right away. Yeah, I think that's actually the only thing that I'm not really a fan of in this book. Maybe another one is the karmic power that she has. Maybe it has a big part in the book, but I feel like it's not as a big part of the book as I think it would when I read the premise. But it doesn't really bother me. So yeah, I really like it. I give it a 5-star. I said it already. I love it, and I love it. It's probably one of the best Marissa Mayer's books that I read. If you like contemporary romance with a little bit of magic realism, give it a try. You might like it too. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can subscribe, like it, or don't. You do you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.